Hi, it's Angie from Canterbury Trails Farm, and today I'm going to show you how to harvest. I don't know exactly what the right word would be, but we're going to dig up some of these. These are all elderberry shoots, and here's my elderberry tree. It's the mother tree. Also, all these shoots like these, not these exact ones, but shoots like these I've taken up to the homestead, and I've given to my neighbors up at the homestead, and this tree is probably one of the most prolific elderberry trees I've had. I've had other ones that didn't produce quite as hardy. These shoots are just very healthy and just grow very well. So I've gotten tons off of this tree, and I'm going to take a bunch of these off. We also have 2 acres of forest that is like our firewood supply, and I take them up there, and they're very drought resistant too. If they don't get as much water, they won't produce as many berries, but they still will put up, during the rainy season, we'll put up all these shoots. So I'm going to show you how to get these out. Real quick, I need to go check on some stuff in the garden. I had to put up netting because of the rabbit situation, but my beans are doing good, and all the lettuces, and I got carrots in the middle. I'm going to have to start thinning those. These are all beans. Now I've like planted a lot more than I normally plant. Let me see if I can get around here. Because last year, the minute the shoots came up, the rabbits were eating them. I've put all the netting up this year. I hate messing with netting, but last year they just destroyed. I mean, it was just a terrible garden year because everything got constantly destroyed. Probably have to weed some of those out too. And I got my tomatoes going in here. What I usually do is I've got you need like flower pots or whatever you're going to transplant them in. I save these cat temptation treat plastic containers. They're like just the right size, and they're pretty sturdy. I just poke a hole in the bottom of them, each one with a skewer. I filled it up with some potting soil. I like to use Miracle-Gro, but you can use whatever you want. And I've dampened the soil a little bit so that it's not dry. And I'm going to, it's usually pretty easy, so when an elderberry throws up the shoot, they come off of a main root, and they're usually very shallow and right at the surface, so it doesn't usually take a lot to get to them. So I just want to move back some of the grass. Basically, you want to just sort of dig until you hit the root that they're coming off of. And for me, usually the hardest part is getting through it. We have this weird grass. Okay, here you go. You can start seeing it. Let's see if I can get this back so you can see. And since I can't really see what I'm filming, I hope I get it. But there's the main root, and you can see the shoot coming off of it. I'm going to cut on each side of that. And so the idea is you want to get a little bit of the root. It won't hurt the plant, the mother tree at all, because it's just throwing out so many roots. So if you cut on each side, look, that one came off. That one should be okay. I'm going to shove it down in the wood, in the dirt. I'm just using rose clippers, nothing fancy. This one seems to be hooked to 2 roots. Whoa, okay, well, if it breaks off like it just did, I'm just going to continue to get the clump of root. There we go. So that'll grow. So there we go there. I'm just going to put that in the dirt, that one. Okay, so this one, it won't hurt the mother tree. That'll just seal off. I mean, they just send up so many of these shoots that it's just the way it does it. So there's the other one. See, they're really close to the surface. Not hard to do at all. There we go. That's a good one. So I'm going to get busy, and that's the way you do it. Just dig down in there. They're usually really shallow, right? Use some rose clippers or whatever you got and cut on each side. And just I try to aim for a good 2-inch section of root. It just, if you can get a little bit more, that's great too. but they usually transplant really well. And I'm just going to stick them in these containers right here, and top it off with some more Miracle-Gro, and then I'll take them out to the homestead and I'll just dig a hole, stick them in. I usually add a little bit more Miracle-Gro there too. I'm going to put these out here in the greenhouse, and I've already heard some rumbles of thunder, so I was trying to get things done here quickly. The wind's really picking up. And I think that's about it for the day. So that helps you grow some elderberries. If you don't know what to do with elderberries, check out my elderberry pie recipe. It's an oldie but a goodie. So thanks for joining us. Catch you later. Bye.